Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Today we'll be making sardine bread and sardine bread rolls. Before we start, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the videos, click on the notification bell, and thanks. Please share the video. So here I am sieving 4 cups of flour. I'm using 4 cups of flour for this recipe. So I've sieved that, added my baking powder, cinnamon, one spoon of cinnamon, and then 1 cup of organic powder, some salt, and a spoon of yeast. And then I'm stirring, I'm mixing everything here, and then I'm adding 1 egg, and I'm using 1.5 cups of warm milk please, and I'm just trying to mix the dough together. I'll mix thoroughly and I'll continue kneading until I get what I want. Now at the beginning of the video I removed some oil from the sardines I'm going to be using, so now I'm pouring that oil into the mix, and then I'm going to knead it together. I used 2 sardine cans, by the way, oil from 2 sardine cans. So I'm mixing this properly, and then I'm putting it on my rolling mat, and then I'll keep on kneading. I'm adding butter here, unsalted butter. I used 1 bar of unsalted butter, and then I'm mixing this thoroughly. So for bread you have to knead and knead, like I'm going to knead this for like 10 to 15 minutes. I'll keep on kneading until I get the consistency I want. So that's what I'm doing here. It's a process you have to be patient with, and you'll know it's ready when you hit on the dough. You press the dough and then it pushes back, and you know it's ready. So I think my dough is ready here. I'm just doing some extra, and you can see I'm testing to see if it's ready. Now I'm going to cover this and keep aside for 30 minutes to 1 hour, depends on the yeast you are using. I'm using instant yeast. If you are using active yeast, you have to pour it into a warm bowl of milk, and add sugar so that it can be active. But I'm using instant yeast. So now what I'm doing here, I've put my sardines that I'm going to use in a bowl. I've added butter. I used half bar of butter, and then I'm adding some diced peppers, some diced chili peppers, and I'm going to be mixing all that together. Now this is after 45 minutes to be precise, and this is what we have. So I'm going to put that back on my rolling mat, and then I'm going to separate the dough as I want to use it. So now I have half of the dough here. I'm going to be separating this into 3 parts because of the way I want the bread to come out. You can just use just the dough without separating. Depends on how you want if you want just a loaf, you can just use that full dough, but I want to make 3 loaves in one. So I've separated it into 3 parts. I'm rolling 1 part. I'm going to add my sardine, the quantity you want. The good thing about making sardine bread is that you can add as much sardine as you want. I'm adding some more to the edges to help seal, and also to make the sardine be on every part of the dough. Now I'm pinching the sides so that it will be sealed. We don't want it to float out when it's baking, so that's the essence of that. This is the second one. I'm doing the same process. I'll roll it out to what I want, and then this my dough is not too thin. I don't like I like my bread to be brown and thick. I don't like very flaky bread, so that also depends. If you like thin white bread, you can make your dough very, very thin. So but this mine is actually thick, like I'm not rolling it out to be too flat. So I'm pinching the sides again, just as I did for the first one. And then when I'm through with my 3 doughs, I'm going to put them in a pan, whatever pan I want to use. Now for this pan, I already rubbed butter on the pan, and then I put my parchment paper. So I've placed them, and then I'm going to cover for about 30 to 45 minutes. So for bread, you have to allow the yeast to swell as much as it can. If not, it won't bake properly. Like, it will bake outside, but it won't bake in thoroughly. So that's why you take that step. So this is the second dough. I've rolled it out. I actually saw this on TikTok, on Kiki Foodie's page on TikTok. She did this sardine rolls. I've never tried it before, but I liked it, just how you make cinnamon rolls, and I decided to give this a try, and it turned out really well. In fact, really well. It's just like a snack that you have at hand. So I've spread my sardine all over. It doesn't have to be so much, it doesn't have to be full. You can even spread it on one side if you want, but I just said to do mine this way, and then I'm rolling them, just the same way we made cinnamon rolls. Guys, if you've not watched that video, kindly check out the video for how to make healthy cinnamon rolls on my channel. Now I've cut them out with my dough picker, and this is what we have. I'm leaving spaces in between because I'm still going to cover it and allow to double or swell a bit, increase in size a bit. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm covering this, and then I'll keep this aside for like 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, this is what we have. I'm going to be spreading some more sardines on top, just to just add some extra. This step is not really necessary. And after baking, I baked for 30 minutes on 370 in my oven, and this is what we have. If you don't want it to be this brown, you can bake for 15 to 20 minutes. I added extra 5 minutes because, as I said earlier, I like my bread brown and thick. So guys, this is what we have. Sardine bread, very nice. It's like a meal. It can be a snack, it's something you can have handy. You can have it in your fridge. It's really good, and we enjoyed this so much. Try this recipe and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Please like my video so that it can come up on YouTube algorithm and they can share my videos. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Bye.